Happy Halloween 1 week before happening. Welcome back to another great show of the Power Play Show with your host, Coach Frenchy, directly from the Sunshine State in Florida. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend. It's time to celebrate Halloween all week. The Hockey Nation Show is going to bring music, bring some excitement about Halloween. We're going to share the overlay. We're going to bring some fun during the week. So can't wait to celebrate Halloween with you next week. But talking about Halloween, I think some players are already in Halloween for the Chicago Blackhawks because they are not there this season. They look like more like a ghost for the Chicago Blackhawks. We talk a lot about the Montreal Canadiens. Have a really difficult year so far with 1-5-0. I think Chicago is getting worse and worse game after game. And talk about Toronto Maple Leafs also. So I think Chicago celebrate Halloween since the beginning of the year. Is it the end of the head coach tonight, tomorrow? Is it Stan Bowman leave first? Who is going to leave first? It will be the biggest question. Can the Chicago Blackhawks make a big decision tomorrow morning? We know Stan Bowman been there for years after years. The young coach, the head coach Chicago, one of the youngest coach in NHL. Maybe this is the hand for him, but it would be really interesting to follow up with that part of there. Chicago just scored at the beginning of the third period. It's 5-3 right now for the Detroit Red Wings, where it's really surprised me. Detroit played a back-to-back game, did not do well against Montreal Canadiens yesterday. And then tonight, Lucas Raymond showed the reason why he's going to be a nomination at the end of the year as the Calder Trophy. Show up tonight with 2 goals at that moment. So a lot of stuff to talk tonight. What's happening the Sunday night, guys? It's a little bit a preview of what's coming for the week. Talking about everything, a lot of QA, and I'm here for a couple hours to talk with you. We know we have a big game at 10 o'clock between the New York Islanders and the Vegas Golden Knights, where the injury are increasing game after game. Really difficult year so far for the Vegas. Not they cannot win, it's just because they don't have enough talent overall with all the kind of injuries for a key role important players like Stone, Pacioretty, Martinez, and White Cloud. Now they missed John Mark at the beginning of the year. It's just amazing what's going on with the Vegas this season. But look, what we do at the beginning of the 8th show, we welcome everybody. Hopefully an amazing, great weeks, like I mentioned to you. Are you ready for week number 3 in NHL? I'm going to talk a little bit more also about the fantasy hockey and a bit about what's going on. And this week, if you are a Florida Panthers fans, you should be happy. What are you talking about, Coach? We are the first place. We are 5-0-0. Why are we going to be more happy? Because the Hockey Nation Live Show is going to do all the game of the Florida Panthers this week. Live stream every game. They play 4 games, and the Hockey Nation Live Show is going to be all week with the Florida Panthers. Monday night, Wednesday night, Friday night, and Saturday. They play again the Arizona, Boston, Detroit, and Boston. So maybe an opportunity for other people to follow with us the live stream. What about the Montreal Canadiens? But they play Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday afternoon, and Sunday afternoon. So we're going to do it also. So all a big week for the Hockey Nation Live Show with 7 games. The live stream this week, so it'll be fun to follow us. So we invite you. Don't forget to come to be with us for sure. A lot of people in the chat. I'm coming to reach you. Don't worry, I'm coming to you, each one of you. First of all, before we start, maybe you are new here, but we always welcome Zayla. Zayla, she's from Saint-Georges-de-la-Beauce. On lui souhaite un très, très bon bonjour. On vous a manqué beaucoup, Zayla. Zenith Gaming is in the house tonight with Caroline and Mr. Zenith. Welcome back. Of course, talking about welcome back. Why not to welcome back Mr. Dixon Automotive Group directly from the Canada. And someone is back finally. Of course, he's busy with school. Of course, he's busy with hockey. Of course, you have a lot of things to do. We understand, but always a pleasure to welcome him back, Mr. Michael Rosenblatt. Talking about Michael, Michael, I just saw Donald Pratt today. Just want to let you know. Adam loved the music, and I love the music too. It's just like, it's time to play that kind of music. We're going to play more music like that. We're going to have some different scary things about that. Hopefully, maybe one night, Coach Frenchy is going to be with a new Halloween costume. Who knows? Hello, everybody. Zenith, we just mentioned you. Hopefully, you're doing well, buddy. We miss you. Hopefully, everything is well and everybody is healthy and your family. Zenith, we always... someone always been support since the beginning of the Hockey Nation Live show.
You are awesome.
Here we go. Talking about welcome back. Talking about Michael Rosenblatt. We're not to talking about Nicolas de Gouin-Bibono. Directement de Sherbrooke. Brad Marchand est pas de bonne humeur en français. Brad Marchand, il est pas happy. Il est pas heureux présentement. Brad Marchand is not happy. Brad Marchand is upset about this, what's going on. We apologize, buddy. As part of to play hockey, sometimes you have some injuries, and the coaches take some decision, not personnel, but for the best and for the benefit of the players don't get more aggrave their injury. But I don't know too much about the story about that. Sorry to hear that. We wish you the best speed recovery. Hopefully this is not going to be major, Mr. Brad. So let us know. Keep us update about this, and all the prayers going to be on your direction, Mr. Brad Marchand, one of the member of the show, also and one of the great guy. We can always mention Brad is busy with school, the girlfriend, the hockey. And Brad Marchand yesterday, he was, I don't know if you know that, Brad Marchand yesterday turned 20 years old. Here we go, one more time. Let's go.
Happy birthday to you.
Brad Marchand.
Happy birthday to you.
Brad Marchand.
Happy birthday to you.
Brad Marchand, happy birthday. Happy 20. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you have an amazing, great weekend, Mr. Brad. Hopefully this will make me put you a big smile on your face. 1 week until Halloween, Adam. Yes, nothing wrong to celebrate before that. Nicolas, you're absolutely right. Nice frame. Thank you so much, isn't it? Brad, did you see Middleton try a fight? Carlos Hellgammer back in the house tonight. Carlos, how you doing, buddy? We miss you, buddy. Yes, Chicago just scored. It's 5-3 at that moment, down with the lead. And it's not pretty in Montreal, not pretty in Chicago. It's not pretty in the Hockey League Nation, for sure. Scorchy back in the house tonight. Scorchy, we miss you, buddy. Hopefully you have an amazing, great week. Go Abs, go. Of course, go Abs, go. Do we have it?
You are
Not that one, coach. What is this? Here we go. Charge! My go Abs go. Here we go. Chicago. Buckstrom. Henry Buckstrom. It's another player. Never reached his full potential for the Chicago. Was drafted by the Florida Panthers first round pick a couple of years ago. Played with the Denver University at DU. Just never been who was expectation was, and then finally they gave up him to the Chicago Blackhawks with Brian Connolly. That's what happening last season. Not going well for Marc-André Fleury. Marc, I don't know what's going on. It's and any sport, guys, it's a team concept. And Fleury's always be a part of a really solid team overall. You talk about Pittsburgh, and then after that, Vegas, he was doing well. The defensive player was good, And Chicago never been that kind of defensive like they have right now compared to other teams. Fleury has been around. So it's really difficult for him. Of course, he's not looking good. Really interesting what could happen with him. I don't know. This is really not good for him. But, Marc-Andre Fleury always been a guy can fight adversity challenge. So will be interesting. But I think tonight I would predict tomorrow is going to have the first coach in NHL is going to be fired. And it's going to be Jeremy tomorrow. He's going to be out for his job in Chicago. I don't see why they will keep him around the team. Sometimes you have to go dramatic. Sometimes you have to go again the circumstance. You don't want to do the move, but sometimes you have to do the move for the benefit of the team, the organization. It's only 6 games at the beginning of the season, but you can feel you have a disconnection between the coaching staff, the players. There's something there around. We know all the conversation about 2010 years where they have some big major words or circumstance happen in 2010. This is something disturbed the organization. We don't know yet, but it's something we have to follow up for the next 48 hours. Go Abs, Carlos. Yes, sir. Maybe retirement for Fleury after the season. I would not be surprised, Mark, about that one over there. Or maybe a trade at some point before the end of the season. I don't know, guys. I'm going to do another section. The Sunday night, guys, is a QA. Sunday night is not like, I have to do this. I'm swimming in the water the Sunday night. And I love those Sunday night. During the live stream, I don't have that kind of conversation with each one of you. And I'm here tonight to talk about everything. And sometimes coming here with an option or a vision to talking about this. But the Sunday night is more floating. And I will say to you, Mark, and for the rest of you people tonight, I believe, or if not right now, but let's go back at 20 games from tonight to 20 games. Chicago is at the bottom of the standing. What are you talking about? 29, 30, 31, 32. They are maybe 14-2 or 4-13-2. This team don't go nowhere, all right? I don't know, but if I'm an Edmonton Oilers general manager, I would knock the door and looking maybe to make a trade to get Marc-Andre Fleury. I understand the contract, understand the money, understand everything. I don't know if it, of course, but I will think about this. And I just opened up the door here. I don't know what you think about this is a good idea or not, but I think it could be an option for the Oilers to get maybe Fleury and maybe change, because Edmonton's going to have a great push this season. Ali have some injuries, but Edmonton, the way they play, they will have a great push for the upcoming season. Again, I'm just opening up the door here, and I just see Mark. It's a great question you ask, and I'm just changing this. Michael, you kicked my butt today in fantasy. Really? I don't know. I have a really light, lead right now in fantasy. I don't know today. Andy Bullock, his sister, say hi. Andy Bullock. Welcome back, Andy Bullock. Andy Bullock and his sister say hi. I will set both of you hi for return. Guys, I will tell you a story about Andy Bullock. It's a young kid. I coached him like maybe 3 years ago for back-to-back years. Everything like that. And I understand he's here right now. He understands. And I'm always being realistic, and I'm not lying, and I'm not one to put him. But Andy Bullock his talent is not like the best talent in hockey, right? But on the flip side, yeah, a couple of qualities you always search for other players play a special role in the team. And the kids have maybe the best work ethic you cannot ask for any other players and hockey. The kids have the most great behavior. You don't ask to be a teammate. And the kids also, he's one of the most coachable players you can ask to coach in hockey. So sometimes it's not because you are not the most talented player on the team, you feel like you're not part of the team. You have other check you need to fill up inside a team to make a great team in hockey or any sport. And sometimes that's an example of who he is, honestly. And I just want to mention this to him. But again, as a coach, you always remember those kind of players. They will go through the wall for you, for the coach, and for the team. And sometimes that's what you need, because by his work ethic, the way he bring on the table his desire, his dedication, that's carry on for the rest of the team. So when you want to build a team, you have to check all the percentage you can put together. And that's what makes a special team. That's so important in life and hockey. When you scout and when you make a team, okay, what I need there? What kind of players I need there? It's not always to be just talented, make a great team. So I just want to mention to end Andy Bull like this. Michael Rosenberg was not good at all. Just kidding. Just kidding, Michael. Just play with you, buddy. We tease you right now, but I just want to mention this to Andy. Roger Delaney back in the house tonight. I talk a lot, Nathalie Lafont, but I don't know you're still here, and I apologize if I miss you. But I want to mention this, everybody. Nat, she's a one, came earlier in the season number 1 for the Hockey Nation live show. And, she speaks French, English, everything like that. And she's always support us, and she'll always be around and always nice with the people in the chat, everything like that. But my point to you talking about Nat is just to mention she was at the game yesterday. She went to the Montreal Canadiens game live, and she sent me a couple of pictures. And the feeling, the Montreal Canadiens to be inside the Bell Center and to, first time for over 2 years, you can celebrate a W with 20,000 people, the atmosphere, the wave, and everything like that. As a fan, so that's what you're looking for. You cannot ask her more to come back in the building and to see the Montreal win a W like last night. So Nat, I know, because I saw the picture, you have an amazing, great night at the game, and congratulations to be there and to see the W for the Montreal Canadiens. That's Roy on power play. Awesome. Hey, Nat, Nicolas, here we go. Johnny Golden. Hello, everybody. Directly from Moncton, New Brunswick. Johnny Golden is going to talk about the Laval Rocket the next couple of minutes. Johnny Golden, tell us a little bit more what's going on with the Rocket. What was the final score today? Completely Sunday today, guys. I took not a day off, but first of all, I make 2 videos. So it's not a day off. I did a video early in the morning for the post game. And then after that, I did a show this morning at 11 o'clock with a lot of preparation, because the weekly show, it takes a lot, the preparation. And then after that, I ref, and then I come back. I say, you know what? Maybe I would go time to just breathe and rest and do nothing. So I took 2 hours before the show tonight. They just said, it's time to rest. So I took a rest. So I did not see the Laval Rocket game today. I saw yesterday they win 4-0, I believe, but that's what's happening. Hey, Coach. Hey, Carlos El Gamer. Hey, Johnny, Nicolas. Alain Vaillancourt. Alain Vaillancourt. Of course, Alain Vaillancourt and Irene Vaillancourt, directly from where? Kentucky. Welcome back. Talking about welcome back. Why not welcome back? Mean Girl Hockey back in the house. It's a pleasure, Zenit, to welcome you anytime. It's always a pleasure to say hi to Zayla. It's always a pleasure to tell her and wish her an amazing, great week, an amazing, great day at school. Salut, Carlos. Salut, mon homme. Andy is his sister. Miss Mary said hi. Hi, Mary, and said hi, Andy. I understand that. Hey, Nicolas from Johnny. Adam, coach, you are right. Detroit is going to be a Cup Canada in 2 years. Coach said 2 years, but maybe a little bit longer. Detroit 6-3 right now. I just said that. I'll be honest with you. Detroit, New Jersey, Anaheim, Florida for sure. Los Angeles King. Just the team come quickly. Edmonton Oilers possible. They are the next generation of the team is going to have a lot of chance to win the Stanley Cup. Some of them are at the bottom right now, but they're going to be back because they have a lot of great prospect, and the team is getting better and better. And the plan of Steve Yzerman, guys, at the GM, has always been 7 years. 7 years. He built the Tampa Bay Lightning with 7 years. He does the same thing with the Edmonton. So they have a great goaltender right now. He's doing well in WHL. They have a lot of great prospects. They are going to be one of the top 5 defensemen for years to come. Lucas Raymond is a solid forward. Maybe late on Rasmussen, honestly. Joey Leno did not get what he is longer for his front players, but Detroit guys and Philip H. Ronek is another great player. So, Adam, you're right at some point. Hey, happy birthday, Nicolas. Bonne fête, Nicolas. Joyeux anniversaire. Bertuzzi is a monster. Wow, his size. It's an underrated player, right? Bertuzzi is... What happened with Bertuzzi? He did not play last season with injury. And people don't remember. I think he played 9 games. And during those 9 games, he had 5 goals last season with 2 assists. So Bertuzzi played a big role. And guys, remember, they have Bertuzzi, Larkin, right? And then we don't talk about Vranek right now. Jacob Vranek is out for at least 4 months. So it's another great asset over there. So at that moment, so I'll be really interesting to see that. This show is addictive, Alan. Thank you so much. Very kind of you, Alan. But first of all, it's great to see you here. Great to see your family around, and hopefully your wife's doing well, and you enjoy your weekend in Kentucky. A raining weekend in Florida here. Very hot, very humid. But look, you know, with hockey, baseball, basketball, football, whatever is going on, you're always something to watching anyway. So I stay most of my weekend inside. And, of course, I did a lot of live stream, Hockey Nation Live Show. We don't have to worry about the Maple Leaf jersey on the ice tonight. Yes, that's another big story. The last game at home, someone threw the jersey, the Maple Leaf, where... Guys, I know most of you likes hockey, been in hockey, everything like that, but what happening in Toronto is 10 times 100 bigger at where you at. If you live in Florida or in Vegas, everybody right now in Toronto want to, you know, destroy the team and everything like that. This guy is not good. This guy is not good. This guy because of him. And then they point everybody and they right to shoot everybody, want to trade everybody, want to fire everybody. And honestly, they don't want the team anymore. And it's just, you know, as the fans' reaction right now. And, you know, if Montreal become 1-8-1, you're going to see that kind of reaction also. It's not because we win yesterday. Now we're going to the right direction. It's just the beginning of maybe a little bit momentum shifting for the Montreal Canadiens, but it's not looking good in Toronto right now. Do you see Coach a fire over there? I don't see this, but I would not be surprised you have a trade at some point between Marner, one of the 4 players, Nylander, Marner, Tavares, and Nylander, Matthews. I believe to keep Morgan Riley, they will have to trade one of them. I would not be surprised they will trade Mitch Marner. The one of the 4 players I believe have to go. It will be Mitch Marner. I don't know if they can keep money. I don't know how they can happen. But I said if you have a chance in Toronto, that would be Mitch Marner. The only thing I will not be sure, he have a big relationship, him and Austin Matthews. And I don't know this could be an impact to refuse to trade him and to go through. But Matthews, Marner right now is on the streak of 14 games with 0 goal at that moment. So a lot of stories going on in Toronto. And of course, sure about that one over there. Adam, yes. Andy Bolek, his sister Mary said hi. He was Donald Brad birthday 2 days ago. Congratulations or happy birthday to Donald. I saw him today play high school. It's tomorrow. Alors, Michael, you complicated my life right now. I will be in and out, coach. I also watch Rain Soak, the Colts and 49ers, talking about them. 12-7 with 6 minutes 42 seconds. You talk about raining in Florida. Look how it's raining right there in San Francisco. This is like unbelievable. Saw the rain falling like that. About this, Roger. So I opened the TV to watching this game also. But the monkey! But the monkey!
You are awesome.
Back in the house. But the monkey, how you doing, buddy? But the monkey, I need your help this week. Michael Rosenblatt, I need your help this week. What are you talking about, coach? I'm going to be live doing all the Florida Panthers live streaming this week. So I invite you to join me during the show at some point, not tonight, during the week, and talking about the live. So you can turn on your camera. If you turn that, if by the monkey, you are at the game this week with Michael Rosenblatt, between the period, go find a place inside the building and at the concourse and talking to us live. We're going to bring you live during those games because I'll be doing all the 4 games this week, live streaming the Panthers this week. Talking about, welcome back, talking about the number 1 fan that Toronto Maple Leaf, OMG. She's maybe crying. I don't know yet, but we see. Miss Kelly back in the house tonight. Chicago is on power play 5-3, cannot score, I believe, on the back door. Wow, that's crazy. Raymond power play goal, Adam, yes sir. Fleury to Edmonton, yeah, I don't know. Just open up some door about this. Cole Detroit has some very skilled young players. Wow, absolutely right about this. I love Maurice Zeder. And Lucas Raymond is another Endon Lundell. It would be interesting to follow. We know Lundell got 4 overall pick, but it would be interesting about that. Mike, the Oilers need a good goalie. That's true, coach. I believe if you want to go all the way or to get that next level, and we talk a lot about Wayne Gretzky, right? There's time the Oilers, you talk about, Yari Coury, Paul Coffey, and, the Glenn Anderson and everything. But Grant Fuhr, he was the one behind that. Grant Fuhr was not the most spectacular, but Grant Fuhr, he was made the right save a lot of time. He was one a great goaltender in NHL. So when you want to win, you need better at what they have right now. It's not Mike Smith. It's not Koskinen going to carry on there to win the Stanley Cup. I don't see this. I will have it. I'm telling you right now, I will apologize to you if Mike Smith bring the Edmonton Oilers to win the Stanley Cup. I don't see this, honestly. The season are too long. The season is too much. The season is really demanding. And plus the Beijing, China, and at his age, carry on 50 games per year, plus the playoff. You see last season, at a short season, and then he hit the playoff, he struggled against the Winnipeg Jets. And that's what I believe the Edmonton, if they have to go somewhere. So I opened the door about Marc-Andre Fleury. I could be wrong, but I think that will be some solution for them. Charles Eli, back in the house. Bien d'accord avec toi, Charles, à propos de ça. Détroit, back-to-back game. Ils ont joué en 2 jours, 2 parties. C'est pas facile. Je vais vous avouer là, que Détroit n'ont pas un très bon alignement quand tu compares les équipes dans la Ligue nationale. Leur alignement n'est pas là, vraiment bon, mais ils performent quand même. Puis ce qu'ils ont fait aujourd'hui là, contre Chicago, c'est vraiment bien, Charles. Je suis très d'accord avec toi. Fleury Sobat, il est rendu à la retraite, il est fini. I understand your point. I understand about Fleury, but I don't think so he's finished yet. I think, sometimes everybody have a bad stretch. Everybody have to, if you look Carey Price during the season, the last 2-3 years, during the season, he's just an average goaltender. You know what I mean? and he go with what he has in front of him. Right now, Fleury, he has in front of him is not quality defenseman in NHL. I'm sure they will have a regrets what he did for Zed Jones. They will regret. Remember when we trade Jonathan Drouin for Sergachev? At the end, this trade is going to be an advantage for Tampa. The trade they did, Adam Bovis to Zed Jones, I believe Columbus is going to win that trade at long term. That on the World Marner situation in terms of point production. But right now, is Mitch Marner is another one like Fleury or other players struggle right now. And obviously, he's the only one you have to get out and to find a way, because you always attach the money versus how you produce. And when you have a big city like Toronto, Montreal, Rangers, blah, 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 right? And you make the most money as a team, and you are not the top 3 as the players, but you get hammered every day. And that's right now, you have to get out this and produce. But again, one game like who they are, is those athletes are where they are elite. Is sometimes you take only 1 or 2 games, and then boom, they shift, and then they get 1 point, 2 point, 1 point, 2 point, miss one night, 2 point, 1 point, every time like that. And I think right now that's a problem. The second thing I would say to you, Banda Monkey, is they've been playing for years with Zach Hyman. And they don't have Zach Hyman. They try to find a hole over there. They cannot find anybody on the left wing. And I think that's the biggest problem with there, the chemistry to be all together. Secondly, Marner is not a scorer. Marner is the guy get the point most on assists. If nobody can score, but he has 0 points at the end of the day. So Matthew is off. Matthew was not there for 3 games. And Marner is not a guy who can score like 40 goals per year. So that's the reason a little bit is around, and the power play does not work. So when the power play does not work, your center does not produce like he's supposed to be, and your left wing, you barely know his name. But that's what happening right now in the case of Marner. It would be a little bit longer time to become back what he's supposed to be. But those little bit factors I just mentioned to you, that's the difference, I believe, right now, the situation with Mitch Marner. Bud get beating up pretty bad Raymond Attrick. Bonsoir tout le monde. Hello everybody, Michael Robinstein. Talking about welcome everybody, talking about I saw Donald Pratt. I saw him today. Mr. JZFLG35, Mr. Dave. Welcome back. It was a pleasure and honor to see you today. You're looking great. You're looking awesome. Always a pleasure to see you at behind the bench and see your son performing. Hopefully you have an amazing, great day, Dave. And thanks again to join us tonight. I understand. Hopefully they perform better. By the end of the day, Dave, it's all about participation. It's all about having fun. It's all about the kids in the locker room. And I think that's the most important things at the end of the day, at the youth travel, at that level, high school, everything like that. It's all about having fun. The outcome, the score does not they don't change anything at the end of the day. Tout le monde, all Kayla Roule. Hello, all Michael Robinson. Hello, Zaila. You confuses me right now, Michael. Kayla, Zaila. Est-ce que tu as déjà allé au Bacchanal en Floride ou à Nemile Arena? Plusieurs fois, mon homme, au PTT Center, à le PDD. That's not name anymore. Ils ont changé le nom maintenant. Maintenant, oui, très, très souvent. Très, très, très souvent. Amelie Arena, been there about 9 times, 10 times. Yep. Je peux dire ça comme ça. Hiring Gerard Collin was a great move for the New York Rangers. I'm so right about this, Johnny. The New York Rangers took a lot of big decisions, and they was on the hot seat by, fire John Gordon, and then fire the coach over there, right, Dan Quinn. And the man, remember, Chris Drury guy he was a nomination to go with Florida Panthers. Chris Drury was a nomination to go with Pittsburgh Penguins. Chris Drury was sometime to join other organization, but he's always stay at New York Rangers because I believe he knew he would become a director general at some point. And the owners, the Madison Square Garden people, decide to fire everybody last season and gave the guide and gave the direction all at the president and general manager, Chris Drury. And his first move, is to hire Gerald Gallant and change a little bit the philosophy of the team. Well, you see that, this is a great example, guys. Hopefully I don't talk too much. Hopefully what I bring to you, it makes sense, or he helping you to understand different things. But sometimes I feel like I'm talking alone. I'm not sure if what I'm doing is what I said makes sense. But anyway, the New York Rangers guy, remember the night of Tom Wilson, shake Panarin and he hit everybody, and it was a bad night for the New York Rangers, everything like that. And live, everything happening, not to you, but for you, right? Change after that, different things. So that night showed the New York Rangers they don't have enough physical. They don't have a lot of guy. The guy can respond. They have nobody around. So Chris Drury understood with Gerald Gallant, we need to pick up a couple more players who are more aggressive. We cannot be that team that let everybody else go around us like a bulldozer and we don't react. And that's where you got Sammy Blair. That's what you got Rand Reeves. That's where you got Gauthier. And those kind of players, they got also Dinardi as the defenseman in case something happening. So my point to you, Chris Drury changed the intensity of the New York Rangers by the little trait like that. And that's make now the New York Rangers with Gerald Gallant where the work ethic is need to be there. That's where Gerald Gallant asked. Gerald Gallant work, you want to be sure you forecheck by check, the details of the game. And Gerald Gallant grew in NHL with Mike Kelly. So Mike Kelly is assistant coach. Mike Kelly does a couple of details, everything like that. And they have one of the best goaltender, just again, for the next 10 years in NHL. So put this all together, that's make it fun team. That's what they are right now, a 4-1-1. And they take advantage of fun team. Look, guys, they win they sweep the road game, the last 4 game, and Montreal and Ottawa, everybody else. So great performance for the New York Rangers. You're absolutely right, Johnny. So great comments. Hello, Bert and Roger. Hello, Nick. Alevanko, I think that one will finish better in Montreal this year. I'll be honest with you, Alan. I would be shocked. I would be completely shocked if this happening. Come on, coach. That's not because you're Montreal Canadiens. What do you... I feel that Detroit missed a couple of pauses right now to have that kind of quality. Now, maybe Montreal be around them. Maybe Ottawa's be over Montreal. Ottawa's be over Montreal. But I don't see at that moment the Detroit have the quality of those kind to repeat those games back to back to back. You see last night they lost 6-1 and again Montreal. For any reason, right? You have to be prepared in NHL. And that's what happened last night. See, I'm just talking about what they learned yesterday. And I'm sure just Bashil last night, he did not come in the locker room and be upset about them. I'm sure he talked to them and explained to the young players what it takes to play an NHL game after game and to have to be ready. You cannot have a lack of preparation. Every game count, and you can see another counts. Because Lucas Raymond yesterday have a very bad game. Lucas Raymond did not look great yesterday. Look what he did tonight. Talk about reaction. Talk about the guy. He showed up the next game. That's what happened with him. So that's what happened with the Detroit Red Wings locking right now with the puck with about 1 minute 40 seconds at the game. So that's one I want to share with you about this. Hello, Bergie. Hello, Bad. John Gregor back in the house. If anyone having problem with YouTube, ready? I don't know. I don't have problem. Me, I don't know. My computer right now on its front, I have a game, so I don't know. I did not look my YouTube channel, so I don't know. I can look. It look like good here. Maybe I was behind a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe you guys. Hopefully everything's fine for everybody. Coach, you keep freezing. Really? I'm getting the same problem. Coach is freezing. The stream is buffing. I'm a great company. Thanks, Franco Iacono. Welcome back, buddy. Coach is free. Everybody blurry on your end, Coach. Toronto, I was I did not follow up with all the comments. I was talking about this. Dubois will be fired, and Matthews have a big relation with Anderson. Stream sound better now. A different league fan, they are loyal and just angry. They have to write for sure. Bad start in the playoff, bury them. The expectations are high, right, Michael? So the league cannot be like that way with them. They expect those top players. Like, listen, guys, Tavares, Matthews, and Marner have only one goal at 3. And they are the most player, $33 million. So, hi, guys, Tavares to Vegas, but a monkey. No. Hey, Mr. Sweden, Stefan Manberg, back in the house. Joseph Lanham, directly from Houston, Texas. #1 fan on New Jersey Devils with a big W last night, 2-1. Welcome back. Yeah, Kelly, I can understand your frustration every time like that, right? But I think Dubas have put a lot of his focus, or he put a lot of, the money on Campbell, right? Or he's targeting on Campbell. He was expecting Campbell to become the #1. I think he missed to let go Anderson for sure. And the pressure that Anderson leave, it comes from the media. The media put a lot of pressure on the Anderson, and that's they let him go about that. I think Iman is a big problem because of the money situation. Hopefully, Roddy is not going to be a problem, but right now they have to figure out with Mitch Marner, or Marner have to figure out to come back like he is, like a guy with a 1 point per game, a minimum. As a guy who should have 95 points this year. Right now, he have 1.6 game. I still believe this is temporary. I don't see this. He was going to be full year. He will be back. Just take a little bit longer. And sometimes we panic quickly with the beginning of the season. Because it's funny, guys. It's a mindset. I'm just going back to the mindset. The beginning of the season, guys, it's the same 6 game in February or in January. They have some time, player does not produce for 5 games, 6 games, 7 games. But it's December or it's January, people don't pay attention. Now, because at the beginning of the year, they're focusing on the 0-5-0 or focusing at 0 goal, right? Because the beginning of the year. But those kind of players, many of them, the best player, have those kind of the streak where they don't get those goals. Last season, Austin Matthews have 6-7 games after he have an injury with a wrist coming back, 6 game minimum, and no goal. But it's not the same way when you see that during the middle of the year compared to the beginning of the season. It makes sense? So, by the way, hopefully this is better now. Hopefully you can see better. Hopefully I don't know why on my side everybody look good here, so I don't know what it look like. Honestly, I have no storm every time that. I have nothing telling me right now it's looking bad here. I apologize if this is happening. Hey, Joe and Hank and Kelly, Michael, no monkey, it's not an overreaction. It's a fact. If things get going bad for Toronto, can you see a shake-up? This is a good question, Johnny. I still feel and you see, I don't talk right away. I'm thinking it's because I don't feel Kyle Dubas is going to lose his job at the beginning of the year. I don't. I will understand a little bit later they can lose the game or they lose his fire. I think the first one to get fired, it's more Kyle Dubas. I think it will be the first one that they can clean up the house. I don't know yet, but I think Kyle Dubas could be the first one over there. Now, can they trade someone? It's really risk to do that from the owners to accept the deal, because if you know you maybe trade or fire the GM and you make a big trade, that could be hurt the team. Now, he can make a big trade that will buy him maybe a little bit longer. But the Toronto Maple Leaf, if they don't perform, is going to be a fire at the end of the year whatsoever. And they perform and they finish second or first. I still believe they're going to make the playoff. I still believe Toronto will be back normal. I still believe that part over there. They are too good to not be who they are. Old struggle, Muslim struggle, those big three I just mentioned don't struggle. That will be back normal at some point. I don't see that team going to be bad way over there. But if they don't go through the first round, or they go to the first round, the second round they get out, and they have an average only like 525, I believe this will be the end of the Kyle Dubas. But again, to keep Morgan Riley, they have to trade one of the three players just mentioned earlier. It will be interesting to follow that. But great question, of course, Johnny, about this. Hi, Michael. What's the point of live? I don't know about that one over there, so I don't know what you try to refer or you try to talk about. But if you can be a little bit more explicit about what you try to ask a question, I would be an honor to answer it back to you. Valentino, go Abs, go. Welcome back, buddy. Is it tonight the power play of Vegas going to answer? Vegas have what I believe 0-27. They are the only team in the NHL did not score a goal on power play. So that's why. C'est quoi le but de la vie? Super Andrew. It depends. Everybody have its different purpose in life, Andrew. And it all depends what you want to be, what you're looking for, what you want to accomplish. So that's a different way to say that. So at the end of the day, go find your why, go find your purpose and what you want to accomplish. And everybody's different. So you have no specific one answer about your question, because my goal, my purpose could be very different at what is your purpose, or my purpose could be different, or your purpose could be over there different to Kimberly or Adam or Valentino. Everybody have to find where I would say to you, everybody should looking for their purpose with their goal, what they want to accomplish and their lives. So hopefully this answer back to you, helping you to understand. Talking, welcome back. Why not welcome back Kimberly and John Gregor back in the house. And do you think Lundell can make the Team Finland Olympics? Honestly, it could. I don't know what is the full roster, right? Because at some point, do you take Lundell or Kokanemi? I will be in, Baka will be in. It's fun other players in Finland. You have to look about this. If I saw the roster of 40 players right now, I can give you a little bit. Sometimes a team like that, sometimes they like to add a young man on the roster because you can add more players in the roster, all right? So they have like maybe to fill up 3-4 more players behind. So I would not be surprised he can a part of the roster to teaching him about what it takes to learn about, Team Olympic, Team Finland, everything like that. So I would not be surprised about that. But, to be play a role important in that team, I don't think so will happen yet. But I would not be shocked to see him around for the upcoming Olympics. Nolan Patrick is out tonight. Unbelievable. Is it a COVID protocol 19, Adam? Tell us some cool grandfather story about your younger years. We don't care about hockey. But unfortunately, that's maybe another chat we can have with you another time, buddy. So I appreciate your comments, but sometimes in life, that's what you find overall. You know, someone try to be important in life, and we wish him the best of the best. Nolan Patrick has missed the last 2 days of practice, just announced. All right. But he scored a goal at the last game, right, Adam? Good evening, Luke, directly from British Columbia. Roy been moved to the third line. Jean-Marc has been moved up. I'll be honest with you, Adam. Nicolas Roy, that's what he should be. Is a third line center. I would love to have Nicolas Roy with the Montreal Canadiens. He's a big center, 6'4". Yeah, he's really what he should be, honestly, Adam, on any roster in NHL. That's the kind of players Carolina Hurricane could like to have him, but that's what I believe he should be as the players right there. Ronnie Oudet directly from Quebec City. Welcome back. Demain, Nicolas avec pratique. J'espère que tu vas bien amusé. J'espère que tu vas apprendre. J'espère que tu vas être meilleur, mon de Nicolas. Je te souhaite une très belle pratique demain. It looked like great. Now, Coach, thank you so much, Adam, to mention this to us. I don't know. Honestly, I did not change anything about that. Hopefully, you understood. I was talking a lot, so I don't know what's happening. But on my hands, maybe the Halloween around me make this shaky. I don't know. It looks like great now. This week is going to kill me, Coach. Game at 10 o'clock, start at 10:30. Yes, Dixon, Tuesday, Thursday. The good news, Saturday, Sunday, all at 4 o'clock Eastern time, Dixon. So, for me also, I'm going to have a difficult time tonight, but that's all about. It's fine now. It was about 20 minutes ago, Franco. Thank you so much, Franco, to let me know that one over there. I got my camera, Coach. I'll go live with you if you want. That'd be awesome. Ronnie, we can do that during the weeks. That'd be great because I do a lot of live stream, Ronnie, this week. So that'd be great if you can join me this week. We do Monday, Tuesday, every night. We do Florida Panthers, Montreal Canadiens, everything like that, Ronnie. That'd be good if you can open up or join us with NR Tap. That'd be awesome. Also at 5 o'clock during the week. That'd be great, Ronnie, about that one over there. It's funny how Leave and the ad fan are the same. We get intense with certain GM move, slow start, everything like that. Michael, you nail it. That's what we have, the blood, right? We have that kind of blood for the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And it's the same story in Winnipeg. It's the same story in Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. It's just like it looked like bigger in Toronto and Montreal because the history behind that, right? And that's what they are, the team over century, everything like that. So I agree with you about this one over there. But I can tell you what happening at Flyers and what happening to Rangers the same way. And it's everywhere. It's just bigger in Montreal and Toronto. Maine said, hey, Coach, last night Matthews looked like a Jazz panic walking into the rink. Yeah, I did not look the game yesterday, honestly. Maine goal, the Pittsburgh and Toronto, I did not allow the game. I'll be honest with you, I'm watching other game all night and this morning, and I didn't have a time. I did not look that game. I know it was a bad game for Toronto. I did not looking about that one over there, but that's what something very, very difficult time for the Blue Nation right now, for sure. Michael Oman saying, main goal, here we go. Patrick did score a goal the other night. Yes, has not been at the practice Saturday, Sunday. I hope, Coach, it's not a concussion. No words nowhere, Adam. You know how I'm very close with update and I get all the notification initial. Yeah, no words around him at all. He finished the game, everything like that. I don't know, it's COVID-19. It could be a problem, Adam. Maybe before the game start, we can hear that. But that's my point. Maybe that's what we need to be a little bit concerned, first of all, and try to get those updates very soon about him. And like you said, hopefully it's not concussion. We know his problem with concussion. Michael Robinson, he must have forgot his bongo, his book, and the jack and the poem. Good evening, Coach is back in the house. The Bob Gainey of the Hockey Nation Live Show, the first one collaborator at 5 o'clock show. We welcome Mr. Eno Tap. Not a problem, main girl in our greeting. Great to see you. Badamonte, good night, Coach. Have a great night, buddy. I wish you an amazing, great weeks at school. Badamonte, again, hopefully you're going to join us during the show this week and come from the game. Maybe turn that. They play at home Tuesday, Monday, and Wednesday. Dixon, 4 o'clock Sunday, I will be trick or treat. I'll go two little girls. I understand, Dixon. I pray. Yeah, I understand, but we'll be live, and hopefully, maybe later between two houses, you can stop by watching the score or say hi to us, Dixon. But I understand the situation. Family first. Did I say that? Family first. Then, Hockey Nation Live Show. Or something like that. But you understand. The local hockey reporter in Vegas just report. Thank you so much, Adam. I know that. Joseph, I feel the Lead Nation irritation is my fantasy team. Joseph. Yeah, I can give you some tips later. I don't know. I'm just talking, guys. 1 hour, I did not stop just talking and welcome everybody and talking about fun subject. I love those Sunday, by the way. Wow, the Hawks look bad, Coach. Mark Zuck, you're absolutely right about this, Mark. I believe this is going to be the first fire management or coach the next 48 hours. You cannot leave those guys there at that moment. I would be interested to see the Wills family decided. But a monkey got knives from Maine. Have you heard any news of Poland? Not really about that one. It's another one, after he got hurt again. Not news at all. Nothing after the practice, Montreal, and he was for the shot. Of course, now he's not with Laval. And unfortunately, I follow Laval Rockets by the news, but I don't watching Jean-François Hull, or I follow Marcotte. He's the guy follow up the Laval Rocket, but I don't see anything about them. I just saw they win yesterday, and but I did not see a Fair Brother have a goal yesterday. But I don't know what happening today. I think they was losing 1-0 after the first game, but first period. But I don't know what happening after that, Johnny. Hey, Legion Aka in Ottawa, Michael Robinson, 22 minutes before your dog asks you to go out. The bird is back in the house, Mr. Raven. Stephenson played with Grabs in Denmark. Let's give you an idea how this team right now is not strong. Every time that. Nhl Weekly has an upper body injury is day to day. Here we go. You got the confirmation. Talking about this, maybe I should. Let me, guys, give me about 30 seconds. I tried to watch the game. The game tonight is not on NHL. It's not on the ESPN, so bother me a little bit. So I need to find a way to get the game on the Sport SRP.com. It works. I'm always curious about why, when I put the link sportsrp.com, some people tell me it does not work. I don't know it's the phone. I don't know it's the country. I don't know it's the browser. But every time I click, guys, I'm watching the game right now. Vegas out and with the gold jersey and the green helmet. So, is it their third jersey, Adam? The gold jersey. Raven said, always pop and late, Raven. Not a problem, buddy. The key is behind anything else. You can be late, but you show up. So that's very important, guys. 1 hour later, I forgot to ask you, don't forget to click on the likes. Never make this as a routine for you. Every time you go to Hockey Nation Live Show, I need to click on the likes. I need to click on the likes. I need to click on the likes. So I don't have to remind you all the time. Sometimes I forgot because I'm getting excited. I love to talk about hockey, and I'm getting, one is the conversation is hot. I love to talk that way, and I forget to ask what you should do, or I don't promote enough, or I don't talk about marketing enough, or whatever it is. But just want to mention to you, don't forget to click on the likes.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is, really.
What's the matter with you?
Because I have a good time. I love to be here. Bonjour, Coach Carlos. Welcome back, buddy. Thanks to be us. Always pop late. There you go. Coach, I'm going to order Regent Hull autograph 8x10 photo. It was awesome. Regent Lapinat, main goal, said Lapinat number 15, Regent Hull. But it works for me all the time. Adam, yes, gold jersey tonight. Awesome. Hey, and I'm feeling a bit better with the W. Wow, Grab and Rouen are +1 before the game start. Honey, Coach, I work for a man. His family name was also Frenchy. He was a contractor in Quebec. If I remember, he was from Laurier Station. Laurier. Long time ago, I did not hear the word Wilfrid Laurier. In our time, amen, Robin. About time looked much better as that second goal was scored. I predict the next 5 games, Montreal 3-1-1 so far, 1W. Very important in our tab to make this happening. That's the game in Seattle. Montreal have to win that game. Why you said that, Coach? Because I will say to you guys tomorrow during the day, the next game Montreal is really important to keep the momentum. Because when you win like this and you show a couple of, you show, hey, we can win, you show we can score, and then you come back in the next game, you come back like you did earlier. Now you again, it's mess up yourself. So if the Montreal can win at least the first game on the road, that will give them a really good boost for, finish the trip at 500, I believe. So the game number 1 is really important at Seattle Kraken. More for me, that's what I'm looking for, to keep the momentum, to get a second W. And that will keep them a little bit more confidence for the rest of the trip. And that give them, because when you're on the road, guys, I don't know, or not, but it's a team bonding. And then 3 guys go to the restaurant there, 3 guys go over there. And so why you're not always together? But they like to have their own 3-4 people together, and, they take a walk or everything like that. They try to be together. It's not always 24 hours, the team together, right? So I think sometimes it's good to get those kind of, then I'm sure they will have a team bonding, because really that's the first trip for many days. They went to Buffalo after the game in Toronto, and they fly back in Montreal. This time is the first time they are 7-8 days together, and they're going to have that kind of team bonding and the dinner, and then, so when you have those kind of activities, you're looking for a W. You're looking for happiness, joy, and not to back, right? Because they're going to be back again. We lost again. Honestly, they play 6 games, guys. 3 of the 6 games, they play not bad. At least we see some positivity behind those 3 games. But two of the games, like they was flat, San Jose and Buffalo. So they have to show up a little bit more. But my point to you is to be really important to win that W. That would maybe change a little bit the next 5-6 games after that in my eyes. So we'll be interested to see how they're going to play, at least to get a point, at least to compete all night. And Seattle Kraken right now are in a situation they need a W. There's a team right now struggle. I think they are 1-4-1, I believe, or something like that. Good news, they don't give a lot of goals last game. They look like a little bit better. But now they have that kind of source of motivation. They play at home. They feel the people, the excitement over there. They are anxious, and they push harder because they play at home. So Montreal is going to have a full hands again, the Seattle Kraken with those tomorrow night. And not tomorrow night, but Tuesday night. So it'll be interesting to see that for sure about that. Adam, I'm excited to see how Miro Manov play tonight. Yes, me too. I'll be a player to follow for sure about that. My brother knows his hockey player stat. He learned from him. I learned from him. Awesome. Toronto, we lose tomorrow. Kelly said that already. Toronto are back tomorrow on the ice. So it'll be interesting to follow the press conference, everything like that. And if you have one game Toronto have to win, it's tomorrow night. Whatever who play against, they have to win tomorrow night. So it will be really interesting to see that about that one over there. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'll be awesome. That'd be great to do that. Let me check something else. So we're going to watch a little bit the beginning of the game for New York Calendars and the Vegas Golden Knights. Then after that, we're going to, go home, relax, and be ready for the week. We have a big week this week. Talking about the weeks and talking about what's going on in NHL, I want to bring you a couple of things happening today. And maybe I will share with you a couple of things. And it's a NHL Weekly review. We did this today. You can watch the video. It's on the Hockey Nation Live show. I don't want to get a little bit deep about that one over there because it's a lot of things happening. But I want to mention to you one thing. I think it was the good, the bubble, and the bad. A surprise. It's that 4 categories I do a lot every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. I invite you to come by and join us every Sunday morning. The good right now, the team's doing well. Carolina, Edmonton, Minnesota, Florida Panthers. You have other team overall, but I just the 4 team. I go by 4 per categories. The bubble one, the one we're not sure yet what kind it's going to be, is the Flyers, the Calgary, the Dallas, and the Winnipeg Jet. The Winnipeg Jet won the last 3 games or 2 games, I'm sure. They are the team. Calgary beat Washington with a hat trick Lindholm. Montreal again still have 0 goals so far. But it's the team right now, those 4 teams, where they're going to be is that they are the teams going to go for the playoff. They have a chance to make the playoff. That's why I call them the bubble. The bad one right now is Toronto, Vegas. Vegas is about injuries, but still, that's not the Vegas we know at the bottom with Montreal Canadiens, of course, the Chicago. 4 teams right now, they are on the wrong direction since the beginning of the year. Finally, the surprise, guys, is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh have an amazing, great start since the beginning of the year with all those big names, and they prove to the rest of the league sometime it take effort with the other players, take opportunities. Like yesterday, win without Carter, Letang, Crosby, Malkin, Rust. Just give you an idea. San Jose lost today, but they doing well since the beginning of the year. The New York Rangers, like I said, 4-1-1, a surprise for me on my eyes. The St. Louis Blues, another team's doing absolutely great over there. I'll be honest with you. Do I need to have some sense of urgency on power play? Adam said, it's not bad, Drouin, I'll be honest with you. I think the problem with Drouin is not the urgency, I would say to you. It's like the puck movement from the top. I feel like Petrie struggle a little bit right now on the top, and the other one they put there over there. And I think that's the problem they have right now at that moment, is the puck movement have to be a little bit quicker and better, and Petrie have to be more in movement. What you talk about? But change the lane. Don't try to stay at the same spot all the time and try to accomplish this. So for me, it's like Anderson, where you try to tell me urgency, but Drouin right now is the one with the most point in the team. Look what he did, the pass on Ben Chariot, I believe. He was him on the corner. I'm not worried about too much Drouin on power play. The entrance changed a little bit yesterday. You can see a formation T we call on power play. 4 or 5 together come to the blue line, and that gave an opportunity to kick out the puck more. And that gave what I repeat last week. Remember when I said those players at the board at the blue line are stuck, they have no speed? Remember when I said this on power play? I said Montreal, Suzuki, the one's coming with the puck, and they're full speed. They come to the blue line, they kick out the puck. But those 2 players, the winger, have no speed. Look what he did. Ducharme. They come back right now with a formation 4 together, and 4, they coming from the blue line to the red line and to the blue line after that. So when they kick out the puck, now the option for the winger is to go in or to cut back or to stop. And now he can retrieve other players. Or if they don't find the seam, what is the seam, coach? The hole between the opponent team at the blue line. They have no option, kick out, or anything. Now they can down the puck because now they have 3 guys with the guy carrying the puck. They can chasing the puck and put pressure on the defensive side because they are coming all together. So that's what I realized yesterday on power play. Now, I'm not a setup. I'm not talking about the setup, the entrance. And sometimes that's why I look a lot those fun things like that. And hopefully those helping you to understand when I'm talking to you. And hopefully you understand what I try to explain to you. Quel est le tomorrow? Drouin needs this. Edmonton return, it would be made a great deal and a satisfied D. What do you think of Niku? Not impressed. I understand a lot of people told me he have a good game, and they see the good game with 2 passes. Yes, he had 2 great passes. He got 2 points. But if you gave a ranking or a grade about his performance overall, I would say to you, C. Come on, coach. No, he didn't win the battle. He struggled puck in the corner. Fiscal is not there. The puck, it was hot partido on his blade around the blue line. He's shaky a little bit with the puck around. Is it nervous? Is it because the first game? I don't know those stuff like that. But a great first pass, right? Sometimes he missed the players, but this is what Montreal looking a little bit more. I'm sorry about that. But C is my ranking for him. I need to see him a little bit more. But you have some, and that's the reason he played only 15 minutes yesterday. And he played 45 seconds on power play. You have to be careful a little bit about him. Is it better to Whiteman? The only difference between Whiteman and him, Niku is another left and Whiteman is a right. But better, no. Worse, no. It just depends what the coach is looking for at the end of the day. But that's my statement about him yesterday. Edmonton's situation also is going to be back with the Montreal Canadiens in 2 weeks. What are you talking about? He'll be back in the lineup in 2 weeks. So he's going to be skating along this week with maybe with Biron and other team, other players. He's still around with Norlander. Then he's going to be back in shape and try to be ready. But I expect him to be a part of the team November 2nd or the following game after that. I think it's November 4th or the 5th. So that's when my expectation of Jeff Edmondson, what he's going to fill up a great hole at the struggle Montreal Canadiens, to be honest with you. The lead on the road to Carolina, yes, and on tap. It'll be interesting to see that because it's a big game for them. Is Zucorikin is good at them? Yes, he is. I know Islander have a shaky start up. Their start is not like what the Barry Trot was expect, but they're getting there. You know, they beat Arizona and they beat another team before that. They they lost 1 point, something like that. But I think that's what I think they are 2-2-1 now or 1-2-2, something like that. Maybe someone can look. I apologize about this, but Zorokin is good, very good, by the way. Great duo with Varlamov. They're missing a lot, Varlamov. I don't know. You can see now Zorokin on the road, number 1, game after game. Sometimes he's shaky a bit, but I think it's a concept for Islanders. The team does not play at the level they're supposed to play until the last 2 games, to be honest with you. Shocked that Minnesota got scolded today. That's showing our tap for the rest of you guys. In hockey, it's hard to play 82 games. Remember, like Montreal did not show against San Jose, Buffalo. Those bad games. But you have a game usually 1 or 2 per month. You don't show up. And that's happening to Minnesota. And again, that was at home. That's worse. And again, in Nashville, where they are not. Maybe play Nashville was their best game. And the flip side, Minnesota did not play their best game. So that's why. That it surprised me with all those guys, Joseph. Absolutely right about this. It's no answer for the fact I said to you, great job of Mike Sullivan. You have to give credit to the coach. I don't know what kind of language he spoke to them to buy in, to all in, and simplify the things in hockey. Only by the work ethic, but don't take too much chance and be sure they don't give a lot of shot, block shot. The little thing you need to win a W. That's what. But again, for me, their speed is amazing. But they have something like, we don't hear about Mike Madison. What you hear right now is Marino. What you hear is it's Patterson. What you hear is before he got hurt, it was Letang. What you hear is Dumoulin. Their defensemen play a solid all together. And that's the trend right now. And Jarry carry on also. And he get a goal from the Rodriguez and those kids like that, right? They're Dominic Simon. But I think the defensive Pittsburgh make a big impact right now for the Pittsburgh at that moment. Wow, what an early forecheck for Vegas. 1-0 Islanders defensive breakdown. Adam, I completely did not look the game right now. I was just talking, focusing on the game, on you guys, so I did not look. Let me move in my another computer here so I have a little bit better way to watching the game. Here we go. Turnover par Grebs. Savais que Seattle pourrait hisser une bannière de la Coupe parce que les Métropolitains avaient gagné en 1917 à Montréal. Oui, Nicolas, c'est une histoire qui avait été rapportée. Ils vont peut-être le faire cette semaine quand ils jouent contre Montréal. Oui, c'est une histoire qui a été rapportée hier. Je ne sais pas si c'était à RDS ou during the game at Seattle on the ESPN Plus, but they talk about this and they put, jersey. They retired the number 32. Nobody's going to wear the number 32 in the Seattle Kraken anymore. This jersey owned by the fans now, so they represent the fans forever. Can they put their first banner there? Possible. I don't know they will do it, but I would not be surprised. That's kind of Seattle are right there. I wish we have Stratic with us. He could talk about this. By the way, 13-12 Indianapolis Colts over the San Francisco. It's still raining. Poor raining over there. That's crazy. But yes, absolutely. Oui, j'ai vu Franco. So that would be a subject or something to follow up. I want to mention to you also the fantasy hockey this week. This is really, I believe this is so important. If you play fantasy hockey, guys, it's something I look all the time, every weeks. We talk about this, coach. But I always like to watching how many games they play during the week. And that give you an idea what kind of what kind of player you can start, what you have to do, everything like that. Maybe pick up on the waiver a player less because sometimes you play 4 games. Like Boston, guys. Boston have an amazing, great, difficult week. After today, after they play Florida twice at Carolina, I'll give you an idea. The schedule is hard. Then after that, you have Calgary, play the Rangers tomorrow. New Jersey back-to-back. Then the Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. They play 4 games in the Metropolitan Division where it's not easy. Then you get Chicago. Detroit today, they lose. They have Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So Chicago guys have 3 games and 4 nights. Those information like this guy give you what kind of the weeks you're looking for. Every Sunday, this is on my whiteboard. I want to see that. I want to see what they look like. Like, Seattle play only 2 games this week. Ottawa play only 2 games. Rangers play only 2 games. Look, the great weeks of Islanders play tonight, and then they have 4 days off until they play Nashville next week. New Jersey, everything. So every week, guys, you have a team have at least 3 or 4 days off during the week. And then that week is the Islanders. So they give you another dimension about this. Yes, so Montreal play 4 game, coach. Yeah, but the Sunday, it's today. It's not next week. So just give you an idea what it works. So if you have fantasy hockey, you want to start your players, that would be the right way to do that. Talking about this, now that's what I want to give you a little bit hit tips about fantasy hockey. So you watch how many games they play, and also watch the player have a great streak. So the player are hot right now. They have more. I just put 5 on different categories. McDavid, Kopitar, Ovechkin, Tressel, and Kyle Connor. They're looking great at that moment over there. The one are cold with 0 goal. Marner, Matthews, Gallagher, Suzuki, and Monahan. Suzuki and Marner have the only one with 1 point at that moment. And the players I would suggest to pay attention this week, Brad Marchand, Jonathan Huberdeau, Sasha Barkov. Now, I put Patrick Kane over there, but now he was hurt. but I did it before we know the news. And Kaprizov, I did not put his name on the right, by Kaprizov. Why, coach? Because those guys that play 4 games this week. So every team have 4 games, and they are good on the offensive side. I would suggest to check on them, to be honest with you. So that's something you have to pay attention. So I was just want to share with you about the fantasy hockey. Here we go. Michael Robinson heard the dog is 10:22. The dog bark. I can see that. I can hear from here, buddy. Have a great night, buddy. Savais-tu que Tyler Bertuzzi serait le seul et unique à ne pas avoir le vaccin? Nicolas, il est présentement l'un des 4 qui ne sont pas vaccinés, like McKenzie, Blackwood, and then, honestly, Harmonic is another one over there. So, officially, the one qui joue au hockey, ça va être le seul. Mais il n'est pas le seul parce que Harmonic, il a décidé de ne pas jouer à cause de la vaccination. Mais tu as raison dans un sens, ce côté-là. Il va donner. Coach, where can you see the weekly game play by all teams that you show us? I can send it to you, the link about that one. It's not a problem. Honestly, I never remember the name. It's a frozen, whatever it is. I will send it to you, not a problem. You have to go on the table after that. You have to sub-menu. You click on it, and that give you, you can pick 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 1 month, everything like that. It's just getting smaller, but this is always what I do every Sunday about that. Give you an idea, but I can send it to you, not a problem. And I don't know if I have it because I changed my browser. If I have it here, I will let you know. Let me check. I get it. Hold on. Don't go nowhere. It's called Schedule Planner. Salut mon âme. Bonne nuit mon Nicolas. You should click on it and on tap or other people. It should work. If it does not work, let me know. But it should work. Bonne nuit, mon Nicolas. How long can Matthews good goal? It's a team, right? So it could be a couple more games. But again, a wrist problem is a wrist problem. How many times Crosby talked about his problem he got, right? And I think Matthew is under the one over there, maybe a couple of more games. But one thing, all this front problem they have right now, they have opportunities. They cannot finish it. And, I wouldn't be surprised he scored the next 2-3 games. And I'm telling you right now, Toronto is just like a roller coaster. They are at the bottom right now. They're going to be back. I cannot see Toronto to be like the way what they are. Is the team's going to struggle right now, but the team going to step up and come back. So I'm not too much worried about that. Everybody love Raymond Lucas. Yes, and our tap. That's a great definition of what's going on. Another power play, I believe, for Vegas at that moment. Hey, Dawson, Gamer 2010.
What's the matter with
Sorry about that. Long time ago, Dawson, I like your logo, your emoji. And right now, Vegas tried to score with 35 seconds to go on power play. Shoot for the point. Miss the net. Recovery by chasing the corner by the Islanders. Finally, Zizikas dabbed the puck all the way with 25 seconds to go. That's believed this is going to be 0-28. The Ottawa Senators have acquired the forward Dylan Cambrell for the San Jose Sharks for the 22 7th round. Yeah, Cambrell was the guy who was on the expansion draft. The Campbell was on the waiver list, I believe, a couple of days ago. Everything on that. So, take a chance for that part over there. You're welcome in our tap about this. And finally, they are in 5 versus 5. Again, Vegas guy cannot score. And BB icing over there, no? The Indianapolis score. A touchdown, I believe. $0.28. Yep, Montreal is now in 2-20 something. Yep, so right about that. 7:43 to go, guys. We're going to stay here until the first period. Then after that, I'm going to go prepare my week. Every time that, I don't know. I feel like I have a cold right now. With my voice changing, or I sniff. Don't know what's going on, Coach. Cannot be sick. Cannot. That's because this weather is cold. Merci, Coach. You're welcome, Franco. And, you can also go there and click at the top and try all the menu over there. And, they have it's a great website about, wanting to go deep, everything like that, like I do. Everything like that. I will bench Matthews and I will get a hat trick, Joseph. Yeah, don't worry. It will be recovery soon. All the guys is doing, Coach, is shooting from the blue line and not attacking the net. Are you talking about on power play? They are flat, yes. And I feel the problem was now the defenseman Islanders broke his stick. Great. See the awareness of the defenseman. Beauvillier hit the ref. He said, "Get out of my way." 5 versus 5, yes. Another great block by Islanders. Can you see that there? See the transition right there? This kid's coming down. Saved by Leonard. That's a 4-9 for them. Look, they're coming down right there. Great pass in the middle. They're coming up. They're waiting on the back door. Another great stick. See the details of the stick? The stick is so important in hockey. They carry on the puck all the way up. They wait for the defenseman. Here we go. It's prepared to back ends. Shoot the puck. Another block for Islanders. And the 30 second I watched the game right now for Islanders, I saw 3 blocks and 2 great stick of the Islanders. That's so crazy to see that. Laval lost 3-0, Johnny. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I know it was 1-0, something like that, but it's like I should look watching them more often. It's just like I so many hockey. It's hard. About that. Tomorrow, guy will be back at 11 o'clock tomorrow with Michael David. I know 5 o'clock tomorrow night with In Our Tap. And then we'll be back tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for the game between the Florida Panthers and Arizona Coyotes. I'm going to do a live stream, and then I will swing for the rest of the night with that part of there. So, because Tuesday night, the game starts at 10 o'clock. Coach Frenchy is going to open up at 9 o'clock p.m., the Power Play show, and then we're going to continue with the live stream after that. So, busy week for the live stream for the Hockey Nation Live Show. If Zuski Caulfield can get going, it would be a big help to the team. Johnny, first of all, there's a great comment. Second thing I would say to you, it's coming. What you said there, Coach. I can see Caulfield was flat today's the game prior. The 4-1 against Carolina, Caulfield was not really him. I see a couple of flash of Suzuki. Yesterday, I see Caulfield full speed. I see Caulfield take a chance. I see Caulfield shooting. I see Caulfield to be Caulfield. Suzuki, better game, better vision, everything like that. Everything he touched right now does not go in. He have a hard stick. He tried to get that goal. But they create opportunities, and that's what we're looking for. That opportunities over there. I really like yesterday the Toffoli line with Perrault and Gallagher. Devorek have a good game. Anderson a little bit hiding, but he got opportunities. That's what Anderson is, right? With Drouin have a 2-point again yesterday. The first line, that's what we. I said Devorek, but I said Toffoli, but it was with Caulfield. I apologize, but I see Caulfield more involved yesterday. And the first line, Gallagher, not too bad. He still have 0 point. It will come. Suzuki is the same boat right now. But again, Hoffman, they will come. Do not worry about this. But you see Mike Hoffman, what he look like. That's what he does on power play. So the power play is going to be a little bit better. The team is going to be fine. It's just what kind of team we have. Is it a 24, 25, 26? Is it a 19, 20, 21? Or is really a 13, 14, 15? That's what we don't know yet. That's why I don't have an answer for you yet. That would be interesting to follow that. I think all this player out, coach. Do you think Vegas would make a trade with? No. And why not, coach? All the injury they have, the only really one right now is Pacioretty. And when you do that, it will coming back, and your salary cap is done. You have no movement after that. It's maybe a year and to go down and then reset. It's happened to different teams, and they have no answer. They play with quality, the player they have right now. And, whatever you have Fleury right now does not change. You know what I mean? It's just too many injuries. And you don't lose one. You lose your best 2 forward. And that's what problem they have right now. Yes, because they don't have anything else, right? So think about this, right? Jean-Marc Stephenson and what's the third one? Play together. Grabs. That should be your 4 line, your 3rd line. So all the people right now on that team on the wrong chair. They've been like the defensive Montreal on the wrong chair. And every team you evaluate or you observe, they are sometimes it's because they are not the right chair. But I can see one thing I will say to you guys. I see an Islanders getting better and better. After I saw the Islanders the first 2 games, and I didn't see after that. But now I see tonight, the first period, I can see a better stick. I can see a better block shot. I can see a better team skating more. I can see the details of their game is getting better and better. So will be interesting to see that, but I can see that team's going to be back where they are. Look the transition right away by Islanders. Full check, pressure on the defensive side, back to another side. See Vegas right now, Adam gave away puck. Now they are lucky they gave back over there. Show the puck, missing the net by number 15. The puck recovery by Islanders. Look the transition right away. Look the back in the middle. Coming back down, shoot by Barzell. Puck go to the side. Look Vegas now. Struggle with the pressure of the Islanders. Look, puck go back to Barzell. See? The little details like this. Barzell first one to get a puck, back to Islanders, drop the puck behind, first one to get there is Islanders. Pressure by the defensive. Vegas move. Islanders control the puck right now with the defenseman and the forward. Now Theodore pick up the puck, another turnover, another pick up the puck right there. In front of the net. Oh, one-timer, the back door. Petrozzello down the puck, and then they gave a puck, and they have to restart. How will Price to do when he come back? Will the mental physical rest help him? Yes, Johnny. Dawson 1-0, absolutely right about that. Johnny, absolutely right about this. Blackhawks said recover for fighting to ever lead during the first 6 games. That's crazy. Johnny, yes. He will come back only when he be ready. I don't know the start on Montreal would push him a little bit longer. I always thought it would be 45 days to 60 days. Can he push a little bit more, 85 days? Well, all depends the Montreal Canadiens. What are you talking about, Coach? If they're not looking good, it would take a little bit longer. He would be ready, prepared for the Olympic Team Canada. And that would bring me in December. So for me, it just makes sense. At the end of November, at the Thanksgiving, I was expecting him to come back. I would be shocked if he pushed after the holidays. That gave him about 6 weeks, and that may be not good enough. So for me, I thought it would be at the beginning of December or at the end of November. Can he push back to the middle of December? It could happen. But the performance Montreal could maybe show him to show up a little bit earlier or push back. But he has to be ready for December at some point if he wants to go with Team Canada. And I don't know at that moment if Team Canada is really on his radar or not about that. Bruno, welcome back, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for the text. I will join you, Bruno. I will check about that. So that's pretty much what I'm thinking about them, about that situation. We have a TV commercial guy with 2 minutes to go. If they fire, I'm not sure about this, Johnny, but if they fire the coach the next 24 hours or 48 hours, they will have to go with a coach with experience like Julien. So I don't know if Julien want to come back in the NHL, but I think they were looking about that one there. Quickly on my head, I think Dan Quinn should be considered for a job over there. I could be wrong. Can Tortorella come back? I don't know. But I would not be surprised if Dan Quinn can get that job over there. Can they go with Mike Babcock? I don't know. Who knows, right? Sam Bowman is really the one dominate. And I don't know what the owners can talk to Steve Bowman, say, hey, buddy, don't worry about your job, but fix the problem. Go get a great coach, make that team back on the track, and let's go from there. But again, Chicago been there. Chicago been at the bottom to get a good draft pick and to go back up again. A lot of decisions going happening with Chicago, and unfortunately, I don't know. But if I was right now the owner of Chicago, I would love to have a coach with experience to suck it up, the pressure, and to have a better way to pushing the older players as a younger coach at that moment. Tu aimerais Tortorella à Montréal? Non, Bruno. Ray Ferraro, Adam, je dirais vraiment pas non. The problem with Bruno, with Tortorella, everything like that, is if I have to turn a coach right now, I would like to have a younger coach with experience, everything like that. So I don't have no name about this right now because French Canadian have to be a French guy, everything like that, or a guy who can speak French. So I don't have no name in my head right now. But I don't fit Tortorella be the good fit right now at Montreal. I think any team should not get Tortorella anymore. He's been there 20 years NHL. I believe the NHL should always renewing with new coach. Give a chance to the youngest one. I don't say that 35 years old, but the kids, an assistant coach in NHL, someone that been, have an opportunity to become a coach. For me, that's what my vision in hockey. I could be wrong here, and I can understand Bruno, and I'm okay with that part. But for me, that's the way I will always, I would push for them to do that. Ouais, Bruno, ouais, pas mal. Il n'y a personne du chambre reste là. Je pense pas que Patrick Roy va changer quelque chose pour l'instant. Je pense pas qu'il faudra changer pour l'instant. Moi, je dis, donnez une chance à Duchamp pour 1 an. Regardez qu'est-ce que ça va donner à la fin de l'année. Puis repartir à propos de là. Jusqu'à temps qu'on ne sait pas qu'est-ce qui va arriver à Marc Bergevin, c'est bien dur à prendre des décisions. Puis je ne suis pas capable de lire présentement Marc Bergevin situation. Have a great night, Joseph, my friend. Oh, we are back to back this week. I have to look about this, my friend. I can wait to back and forth with you, and we'll see what happens. Thanks, Joseph. Have a good night, buddy. Anything I can help, anything you want to know, or you want me to send you some fun email with specific thing, let me know, Joseph. Attends une minute, Bruno. Attends une minute. Quand j'ai parlé, tu parles de Chicago ou de Montréal? C'est juste pour être sûr qu'on est sur la même page. One period over for Vegas 1, Islanders 0. Bruno, but Chicago guy need more a coach with experience at that moment. All right? So they need one more with experience at that moment to carry on that pressure and explain. A little bit what the Buffalo Sabres did. They want to get down Granado. My point to you tonight for Chicago, that kind of coach. I think Dan Quinn can answer at those times. I think Travis Green is right now in Vancouver. That kind of coach like that. That would be my point. Now, Montreal is different because Montreal, you're limited when you're talking about coach because you have to go with French Canadian coaches or a guy speak very well French and then, yes, Bruno. Okay, Montreal a little bit limited. I think for Montreal, I would not fire the coach. Why not coach? Because it's not going to change anything. We have an average team. We don't have a great team. We are a little bit at the way right now. Can we retool the team or we can change the team? And maybe if I was Josh Molson right now, the only way I would say is see what Bergevin want to do. I need to know, Mark, what you want to do. Then after that, I will keep Duchamp until the end of the year. And then we have a new GM. That's maybe now the time to bring his own people, everything like that. Who knows what could happen. So I keep Duchamp. And why you said that, coach? Because if Montreal don't make the playoff, they have a really solid pick that will help the team at some point. And now you try to bring a new coach at that moment, and we're not going to change anything at that moment. Let's finish with Ducharme, and we give him a full year to give a chance for him. It does not work, turn the page. And now, last season he have 24 games, everything like that. Turn the page after this season. So I will keep him. I will see what Bergevin, what he wants to do, and then I'll go there. I'll be honest with you, the best GM is in the building right now. Right now, he works with the Montreal Canadiens. It's Scott Mellenby. If it was me, I would hire Scott Mellenby. I understand French, English, but Scott Mellenby, guys, he pulled a lot of thrill right now, a lot aligned inside of Montreal Canadiens. I can promise you that. So that will be my choice. Then after that, next year, where we at? What's my rank for the draft? Maybe it's time to change it a little bit. Maybe it's time to check maybe Trevor Timmins, let him go. Maybe it's time to change also Dominic Charm, let him go. I don't know yet. I don't know what he looked like this year yet. But that would be my thing. And then after that, we'll see where we at, which coach will be available, everything like that. But I think for Chicago, a coach with experience, and for the Montreal, patient, and the key is only Mike Bergevin at that moment. And changing Mike Bergevin right now is not change anything. Don't put the new GM at the position. It's win right now. It would be better to keep Mike Bergevin. And it's happened at the end, let him go. And then maybe a particular way, whatever they want, they can pick up someone. I think the timing is always the best thing. And the timing to do that for Montreal is not there in my eyes. Chicago, not the same thing, Bruno. Je vais t'expliquer. Ben d'accord avec toi, Bruno, à partir de ça. The difference between Chicago and Montreal, Bruno, is this. Chicago make a lot of change. Fleury, Zed Jones, the welcome back Jonathan Toews. They trade for Caleb Jones. And they make a couple of changes to bring that team for the next level. Montreal did not do this overall. Not like them at the same level. All right? So the expectation, Chicago is all in. Patrick Kane's 32. Jonathan Toews 33. Those kids, everything like that. It's another way. Similar a little bit, but another way. That's the reason why I was said to you. And the coach right there, Chicago, Bruno, and everybody else, they are last or very deep last and defensive goal again for years since the new coach is there. The new coach, the young kid, the young Jeremy Colliton or Qualiton, right? He never fixed the defensive side of that team. They always been struggle. Maybe they don't have the right personnel. It could be an option over there. But the coach, he never fixed that part over there. And that's maybe the problem I feel for that team at that moment. Exactly. Okay. Right now, they have a chance to maybe 1 or 2 years to win with that part over there. And can they take a, you have two ways there as the owners. Can we fire everybody and we reset? And can we start to trade Patrick Kane, Jonathan Toews, Fleury? But again, they just gave a 9-year contract as Zed Jones. They have a lot of great pros. You have a lot of great players over there. Khrushchev, Kubalik, Deprincat. Strong don't do what he's supposed to be. There's another good one over there. And then you have also missed one over there, Cody Dak. And they have, the young players over there. So they have a couple of good prospects, but is it the time now to clean up the house, to rebuild? Or is it the time to do a mix and starting just with the coach and see after that where we at? That's what I said earlier, Bruno. I wouldn't be surprised they trade Marc-André Fleury to the Edmonton Oilers at the trade deadline or something like that. End of the first period, Adam, yes, 1-0. Alors, si je comprends, c'est la défensive Chicago. Yes, exactement. Gros problème, Chicago pire que Montréal. Pour l'instant, oui. Mais c'est ça qui est le problème, c'est la défensive. Moi aussi. Donc, pour faire ça, Bruno, là, tu changes de coach. La seule différence, Bruno, c'est qu'ils ont présentement un gros problème. L'histoire de l'harassement sexuel en 2010, protégé par l'organisation, qu'ils n'ont pas parlé. Puis ça c'est un nuage noir au-dessus de leur tête. À Stan Bowman, the Chicago organization, everything like that. Some people involved still in the organization have that kind of the investigation by the NHL, by the police, everything like that about that situation. Does not help. So that's not sure what the owner is going to go. Can we go out, Stan Bowman, to clean up that problem, and that will be fixed outside and no, relationship or put the player, because you remember at that time Patrick Kane was there, Jonathan Toews was there. Not that they were involved, but they knew the story, and some people did not talk about the story. Don't want to talk about the story, but that's another big problem they have around the team also. For right now, Bruno, change the coach. Ouais. Ça arrive partout. Also, talking about the story about Bill Guérin. Bill Guérin right now is on the investigation about the story with Gerald Scout, his wife, and inside the Wilkie Barry, American Hockey League, a story beside in the car where he has some harassment sexual with the wife, everything like that. That's another story. But so Bill Guerin was maybe not involved, but he was in the car. So they are right now on the investigation also to figure out what could happen. So that's another story to follow up the next couple of days. At that moment, Franco, he was not involved. He was, at some point, he was public. What happened? They fired the guy, by the way, right? But it was not, the NHL did not do anything about this. He was not publicly get out, and he was more hiding. People know about this, but nobody talk about this. And it was like, that's the story is right now. You know, like the assistant coach, Paul Boutillier, I think is his name, involved. He knew about the story, but nothing was out, everything like that. So there was something inside they knew. They fired the guy, everything like that, but it was not publicly announced or did not report outside of that organization. That would be the best way to explain to you. We saw Edmonton, Bill Guerin. Yeah, we talk about 2016, I believe, 16. Next subject, time to go to bed. Tonight we do 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock, Bruno. Thank Franco, by the way, par le rapport Impact sur Bergevin. Great comments about that. No, but what I'm going to do right now, I don't know. I feel like I have a beginning of sniff or anything like that, but also I have to prepare the show tomorrow, and I have to do a couple of work. You know, like guys, remember, merci. Remember, it's like when I show here, it looked like it's just turn on the camera and then you talk, but it's a lot of preparation. You have to take the note. You have to be update. You have to figure out what's going on. You have a lot of preparation, the graphic, and you have a lot of things behind the camera. You guys, you not realize or you don't know what you have a lot to do. Not I want to show to you I'm good. I just want to explain to you what we do here. Then after the video is done, you have to do the description. You have to change the thumbnail. You have to bring, it's never complete until it's complete, and it takes hours. That's another story. Bruno, merci mon homme, ça fait plaisir. Écoute, ça fait drôle parce que je donne pas de mon temps. J'aime trop ça. Moi, je ferais ça toute la journée. J'aime ça qu'on parle de hockey. Regarde, tu vas parler, toi, de Chicago. Avant, Adam talk about the Vegas. Avant, on a parlé des Islanders. On a parlé d'autres situations. OK, ça fait que c'est le fun. Puis moi, des soirées comme ce soir, ça me fait plaisir parce que j'ai le temps de jaser. Et quand je fais la game, live stream, I'm losing the connection here. Humidité, air conditioning. I'm not, I will touch the wood, but it's rare, Franco. I'm that way. I don't know. My DNA is pretty good usually, but I just feel something, so I would be sure I'll be all right. Merci, Bruno. Ça fait plaisir, mon homme. Vraiment gentil de ta part. Vraiment gentil. Merci beaucoup encore une fois. Okay. Listen, this is the end of the show. I appreciate each one of you. Whatever you did, I just wanted to remember one more thing before we go.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another great show of the Hockey Nation Live Show with a Power Play Show. We wish you an amazing, great week. We wish you an amazing, great Monday. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. À demain, mon Bruno. Merci beaucoup, everybody. Have an amazing, great, blessing night. Good luck, Adam, with your Vegas Golden Night.
What do I know?
Merci, Franco. Buenos noches. Welcome, Bruno. Merci encore une fois.
Touch of that reality, don't want another surprise. I'd rather want you to just let me be. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Thank you, Johnny.